Hey guys, Skywalker here bringing you an attack strategy video for TH9. So this gravitates more toward short green walks into a Valk dive. So what you need is basically a base with a lot of defenses clustered around one point. So if you notice, the bottom left has a lot of defenses, like ground targeting, like in general defense, and then to the right you have your ADs, which are pretty much just garbage for any ground attack. And then there's this 12 o'clock jet out portion of another defensive island. So these bases are really ideal for Valk dives, because what it allows you to do is Valkyries clean up and damage the base at the same time, so they just don't go for defense. So having a time fail is usually unheard of on these hits. What also helps is you don't have to really worry about the Archer Queen. You just use her as a tool to drive your Valks in deeper, right? So what you want is you start your queen, get as much value out of her as possible, but as soon as possible as well. You don't want to walk her for a minute and a half and then start your Valks then, because by that time it's already too late. You're just gonna get 85-90%. Also, Valkyries are weird at pathing, right? You could be a god and still not be able to predict Valkyries sometimes. So what you want is bring a few hogs along, just to clear out the defenses that your Valkyries skip and which will still pound into them and cost you a lot of damage. So let's take a look at the army comp. I have the standard queen walk, the 4 healer queen, and just 2 wizards. So 2 wizards will be used at 3 o'clock to funnel inward toward the town hall. Right, I'm gonna drop my Barbarian King here along with the 2 wizards just to help with the DPS. So my Valkyries will target the town hall once all this is done. My queen will walk from 9 to 6, and when she's on these buildings, that's when my Valkyries will start chipping away at either this building, this wall, or this wall, because they're gonna be attracted by the BK, so they're gonna rush in, take him down, and then start wrecking the wall over there just to get in. So if you notice the CC, my queen, once she starts targeting these defenses, she's gonna be pretty much in range. So a double poison can take care of the CC, but if she starts walking down after these defenses are down, she'll be pretty much out of harm, because after she walks the corner over here, the X-bow is gonna retarget, the archer tower will already be down, and yeah, so instead of burning a rage, I do have a rage in my composition, just in case something weird happens, but I'm pretty sure I would not lead it. So an early AQ ability just to save time and use another spell for the kill squad. Barbarian King and Wizards up behind over here. And another thing I did was, so the Queen is gonna take these buildings out and then finally get to this place. But to just, I don't know, quicken her approach toward 6 o'clock, I'm gonna drop an early minion on the storage to just start getting chip damage on it. So by the time the queen is already here, the storage is either down, or like in 1 or 2 shots you can take it down and just start walking lower. So my Valks have a smoother funnel. That's all I want right now. A smooth funnel for my Valks. Once I know where my Valks are pathing to, I can decide what to do with my spells. So let's see how this attack turns out. So my queen comes out now. The standard queen walk starting. So the minion is down on the gold storage, whittling it down, piece by piece. So my queen is gonna go hit the racks next, and then walk straight into range. I wasn't sure if she was gonna be in range, so that's why I dropped the hog to just lure it quicker. So one double poison with the AQ ability gets the CC secure. My king at 3 o'clock. So as said, this gold sword is almost down and my queen is done with her initial task. Wizards will come behind the BK for help, and they just 1 damage, 1 point defense on my queen. So as she walks away from the corner, it retargets, and the sweeper is gonna help my healers stay up. So now I spam my Valkyries into the town hall. Barbarian King and Wizards getting the funnel at 3 o'clock beautifully. So after the town hall is down, the Barbarian King is gonna come in and start hitting them, and that's where my Valks are gonna go. That's all I planned for the initial part. Yep, so they start hitting the AD. Once they were in the queen range, what you want to do is either rage or heal them up. Rage will help them break through walls and get to her sooner, so you lose less, and heal for the same reason. So as they're being healed, the queen is damaging them, so instead of losing, say, 3 Valkyries, you just lose 1. You know, that's like a 2 Valkyrie advantage, which is immense in these hits. My king is still doing work over there. My queen has completely circumvented the base and now starts cleaning up on the other side. Yeah, you want her up as long as possible. So the one defense that my Valks missed, and they were breaking into it, but they were gonna require a lot of time, because when in the core, look how they separated out, right? So I just dropped my hogs in. The AQ comes in to help as well, which is neat. So this 12 outcrop, I used my CC hogs and just a heal spell. So that was enough for 6 hog value. And yeah, on this hit, instead of like a go-ho where you take down all the defenses and then have to go around cleaning up whatever's left, Valkyries come with the advantage of cleaning up along with the hit. So these hits are usually really fast from the point of your Valk drop to the point where you actually pull off 100%. So a few things you need to keep in mind are bases with a lot of spread defense, like spread DPS islands, aren't good because your Valks are gonna skip most of them. Like take this from me, they're gonna hit maybe 2, maybe 3 if you're really lucky. But on really spread out bases, this attack just doesn't work because you don't get enough value with your spell placement. Compact bases are the perfect place to test this attack out. It just comes down to how much of the base, of the effective base, can you cover with your spells. And yeah, back-end hogs are a must. There was a time I used to run like 25 Valkyries and nothing else, well, back when I had baby heroes. But yeah, that's not a reliable strat, and yeah, this is basically Queen Walk Mass Valk for you guys. Enjoy 3-starring. Later.